You're taxiing out for departure at a non-towered airport, and the weather's a little bad, maybe a little cloudy, and you see an ILS critical area line and sign on the taxiway. When do you need to hold short of it? At a non-towered airport, the answer is never. First of all, these are pretty rare at non-towered airports, but you will find them. And there is no legal requirement for you to hold short of that ILS critical area at a non-towered airport. In fact, at a towered airport, the only time you need to hold short of it is when air traffic control specifically tells you to. That might happen through an ATIS broadcast message or an instruction from ground control. So back to that non-towered airport. The reason that they're protecting that area is so that your aircraft doesn't interfere with the signals from either the localizer or the glide slope antennas. And that's especially important when an aircraft is either on final approach or is coupled for an autopilot approach or an autopilot landing. If you see an ILS critical area line or sign at a non-towered airport, before crossing it, I would simply switch over to the airport advisory frequency, the CTAF frequency, and ask if anybody is flying the ILS approach. And if they are, I would remain behind that, outside of that critical area, until they land. That minimizes the chance that your aircraft distorts or reflects a signal and causes their course guidance to start to wave or scallop or deviate. So this is definitely important when the weather conditions are bad, bad enough to require an ILS approach down to minimums. But honestly, you're just simply trying to prevent distortion to that localizer signal or the glide slope signal. And people could be practicing a coupled approach even in great VFR weather. So if I was to see that ILS hold short sign or line at a non-towered airport, really regardless of the weather, before I cross it, I'd ask if anybody was flying the ILS.